Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm SocietySucks and today I'm checking out Not the Confederate Flag by CGP Grey. Now, I don't really know what the Confederate flag looks like because I'm not an American. I don't know that much about US history. I know they had the Civil War, who the two sides were, what they were fighting for. I didn't really pay attention to what flags they have, you know? But yeah, apparently this flag here is not the Confederate flag. So let's find out what it actually is.
This is not the Confederate national flag. When the United States split in twain during the Civil War, this was the first flag her rebel half used, the Bonnie Blue, which she copied from the Republic of West Florida. No, really, this country existed. A border disagreement between Spain and the US over the Louisiana Purchase gave some local rebels an opportunity to take over a fort in 1810, declare independence as required with a flag, and run a government for 78 days.
78 days.
Put an end
Not
to
even
that.
3 months.
Anyway, fast forward to the Civil War, and when Mississippi seceded from the Union, she adopted the flag of the tiny country that had been within her borders, and it became the unofficial flag of the rebellion, but not for long. Blue wouldn't do. That's a Yankee
it's kind of
the new
boring.
Confederate government asked
it's very
for
bland
flag designs and got
There's not much to it. I mean, it's just blue and a white star. Now, these ones look better.
Several, including one from a German-Prussian artist in Alabama who possibly took design cues from the Austrian Empire and Betsy Ross. Side note here, while we're talking about misnamed flags, Betsy Ross probably didn't design this flag. There's no evidence to support that she did, only stories from long after she died. Lady Godiva style, but we're getting off track here. The Confederate government selected this as
So they really just told those stories to embellish the events that actually happened, probably, maybe. We'll never truly know.
Her official flag and named it the Stars and Bars. So calling this the Stars and Bars is wrong on 2 counts. That's not its name.
So what is that
this
one?
Is a cross. These are bars. New flag adopted, off to war. But on the battlefield, the flag's similarity with the Union's was confusing, what with the terror and the smoke.
Yeah, it looks very
the Confederacy stuck with her flag, but her army wanted to avoid friendly fire, and so took one of the rejected designs and squarified it
so that's
into
just
a
for the
battle
army.
flag. The Navy too liked this design and eventually
sense.
switched, though using a brighter, presumably non-Yankee, blue. The popularity of the official flag decreased in the Confederacy as time went on, even though they kept increasing the stars, while the popularity of the battle flag grew. So in 1863, the Confederate government tried again and went with white, sticking the battle flag in the corner. This was better in the sense that the flag looked less like the Yankees, but worse in that the international symbol of surrender was now in the background. The army stuck with theirs. 2 years later, the Confederate government
I can see why they wouldn't want
the flag, adding a red bar and a new tough name. Also, the design slightly
looks bad.
The battle flag. This could no longer be mistaken for surrender and was the last flag as 36 days later, the Confederacy surrendered. So this design was never technically the flag of the Confederate government, but close enough.
Well, the 2 government flags here, the one in the middle and on the right, these look terrible. It just looks so weird and out of place. Like this part here, the battle flag, it just doesn't fit here. It doesn't seem right. It looks as if you just randomly slapped it on there for no apparent reason. It doesn't look good. But I can't see why the popularity of the battle flag was higher than that of the actual government flag. It just looks better. Yeah, and that's it. A short video, but still very good. I mean, it's concise and to the point. The video accurately explains that this is not the Confederate flag and that it's in fact the battle flag, which got so popular they wanted to make it, or at least put it on, the actual Confederate government flag. And yeah, design-wise, like I said, I prefer the battle flag. I just think it looks more appealing, but that's just my opinion. And the 2 later designs with the government flag, where they just put on the battle flag, they looked ugly. They didn't look good. But none of that matters because the US is not split into 2. It's now just one giant country of 50 states, and they have a different flag. So this debate is really pointless. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. If you want to see more reactions, check out this video right here. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.